That's a demon, bro. Depression is a demon, bro. Like all them fucking little mental illness shits is a demon, bro. Schizophrenia, demon. All that shit.
Bipolarism.
Keisha and all these little hoes be trying. I got bitch, that's a demon.
Oh, that reminds the anxiety bitches.
Yeah. They got the anxiety demon. They still got X amount of dudes they slept with. So you got all them demons to deal with.
We live right now too. I mean, I'm tired of it. We need to get out of here because there's some things I wanted to talk about and shit. This shit. We gotta get. You see everybody?
Yeah, I just had to put Mac in.
You want to move it up a little bit? You can be right there.
You can twist this too, so gotta get the leg back in there. Good. You can move this too.
All right, Shalom.
Stand on the left of it.
Shalom Lahai and peace to the gods. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American men. All right, you the gods of this earth, man. All right, but we shall die like men. But see, the Most High, Lord willing, it's us, brothers, and the other brothers that's in this truth, right? We're gonna go back to our God status and have everlasting life through the faith of Yahweh Shai, man. So first and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. Yahweh be in the name of the Heavenly Father, people ignorantly call Jehovah, Yahweh Shai, be in the name of the only begotten Son, our Lord and Savior, our big brother, our high priest, our intercessor, our mediator, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, the Rakah, Quadash, the Holy Spirit, all spoken in the original, ancient, archaic Paleo-Hebrew, Ibaryath, all right, which is the language of the heavens, man. The same language that Yahweh Shah talked to Saul when he was about to turn him into Apostle Paul, man. All right, the same language that talked to Moses when he was on Mount Sinai. All right, and the same language, according to the prophecy in Zephaniah, that he said he was going to make pure again so that all of his elect may be able to come to one consent and call upon the Lord as one. All right?
You mind if I just get a set to back up what you just said a minute ago? This is Psalms 82 and 6, and it reads, I have said ye are gods, and all of ye are the children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes.
That's right, man. And you know what's crazy? The reason why I brought that up is because I seen a video where I think it was a woman asked, hear you say that, we're gods, but are the women goddesses? And the brother broke it down. Nah, the men that is referring to as the gods here. You see what I'm saying? Because really, when you get into the word gods, it's what? Alahayim. What's another synonymous word for that? Judges, right? Who are the only judges in the scriptures? Men. Okay? So, you women are not queens, you're not gods, goddesses, divine of any sort. You are a princess, being that you are a daughter of Zion, of the Most High. You feel me? Who is supposed to be under subjection unto her prince, which would be the men of the Lord.
To get it cut and dry, man, your property too. You belong to the men of the Lord.
God, bring it out, huh?
Oh, dude?
No, that was good.
God.
I got the book of Psalms 82 in verse 6. I have said,
Good, that's the spirit.
ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
That's right, and exactly. That's why I said Salakia. But see, the Most High wanted me to bring this out again.
Yeah.
Go look up in the Hebrew. Are you on Blue Letter Bible? That wasn't Blue Letter Bible. All right, we got another precept.
This is Ezekiel 34 and 31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture are men, and I am your Yahweh, saith Yahweh.
Right. So the Most High, who he's talking to as I'm your power, he's talking to the men. The ones, notice he said flock. All right, you have sheep and then you have a flock of sheep. Just how you have fish in a school of fish. Multiple sheep is a flock. And this is why Yahweh Shah said what? Those that hear me shall hear my voice. My sheep hear my voice and follow me whithersoever I go in. Roughly paraphrasing. So he's talking about the men. The men follow Yahweh Shai, and if you're an elect lady, you're going to follow that man because you're like, oh, salvation is over there. You see what I'm saying? Because your salvation is from the men, while our salvation is from Yahweh Shai. All right? And it trickles down. Did you one of y'all get that?
You need that, something in the blue.
And that was good. Yeah, I wanted to look up children in the blue because, see, this is why you have to go into the Hebrew and the Greek. All right? From Psalms 82 and 6.
All right, one more for you.
Okay, yeah, get that out real quick.
This is Numbers 27:16, and it reads, "Let Yahweh, the Yahweh of spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation, which may go out before them."
Read that again, slowly.
Let Yahweh, the Yahweh of all spirits, of all flesh, set a man.
Set a who?
A man over the congregation.
Set a man over the congregation.
Right.
Good.
Which may go out before them, which may go in before them, and which may lead them out.
Woo! Which may what them out?
And which may lead them
out. So the Most High set up a man over the congregation to lead.
Right.
So you have a question, who's supposed to be leading who? It's the men, according to the scriptures.
And which may bring them in, that the congregation of Yahweh be not as sheep which have no shepherd.
See? So the man is supposed to has a position to make sure that they are protected over. Make sure the flock is not as sheep that has no shepherd. And that's what the men is for, man. All right? So, yeah, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American men, all right, are gods. And specifically right now, only the elect, because you 2/3 ain't acting like gods right now. You see what I'm saying? We're trying to get back into our godship. We have a God like mine, but we not in the God bodies right now. Yep. You know how 5% of God body. That's how they hit each other with. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods and the earths. Oh, that's another one of the God bodies, which is basically trying to twist and pervert the true truth, man. The woman is the earth. You plant seed into it. They try to hit that. The earth is 75% of water, covered of water. So are women supposed to be 75% covered of their body with dresses? I read that in the book. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny, but you got that for us?
Yeah, This is the word children in Psalms 82 and 6.
So notice it says that ye are all gods and all of you are children of the Most High, right? So let's look up that word children.
That word in the Hebrew is bane, and it says son.
Woo!
Grandson.
Woo!
Son.
Woo!
Male child.
Woo!
Grandson.
Woo!
Young man.
Woo! See, so the point is that a lot of times when you in the scriptures and you see children, it either says ban or banyam,
right,
which means son or sons. So right there, when it's talking about ye are all children of the Most High, it could literally be transliterated to ye are all sons of the Most High, right? So, because if it was talking about women, it would have said Bath, all right, which is daughter, all right, and it didn't say that, all right. So again, you know what I'm saying? Back to, my little long ass intro that I do, but I do that for the new brothers and sisters, man. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the head elders, those that the Most High risen up to rule over us well, all right. That teaches us the correct truth. That's what ruling over us well means, man. You see what I'm saying? Let's say you had a principal, right? And he is the one that sets up the teachers to teach the correct curriculum and things of that nature. And let's say all of the graduating class goes to college or some shit. He's going to get praised for ruling the school well. He probably would have been a strict principal, but he's very in tune of what the brothers got going on or whatever. But the point is because he was teaching them correctly. He's not lackadaisical, let them do whatever they want. You know what I mean? So that's why we give double honors to them. Shalom to the Bayath Dawada, the water, all right, which is the house of David, which is the hopeful elect, man. The remnant of Israel, the first fruits of the Most High, the Israel of God, all right, which is starting with the governing body, the 144,000 of men. This is why the 144,000 is men anyway. All right, 12,000 men from each tribe of Israel. All right, and then we can't forget about the remaining 1/3 that is predestined for salvation, of men, women, and children of different offices than a prophet, friends of the prophets, other things, so on and so forth. All right, that are not only just hearers of this word, but doers of it. So there's other offices, like I said, or doing of this word that is other than out here being on the highways and byways, if that is, what your spirit resonates to, right? But either way, we're going to get right to it. Lord willing, it's edifying to the elect. There's mad shit going on. Matter of fact, can somebody get me in 2nd Esdras, what is that, 15, where it says that he shall smite Egypt with plagues as before? I know y'all brothers seen, and it was in Manhattan and Brooklyn, fucking swarms of fucking people that was calling it biblical. Imagine they do a lot of bike riding out there, and the shit was just bugs every fucking way. See, the Mossad is fucking this place up, and y'all can't even see it.
No.
Y'all can't even see it, man.
Not to mention, they had riots in France that they didn't talk about at all.
Hell yeah.
Where I think over 900 people got arrested in the streets of Paris for rioting over some shooting that occurred.
That's from what they say.
Right.
That it's over a shooting of some a traffic stop or whatever. But I've seen too that they also rammed a police car into the mayor's home, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Them niggas is wilding out there in France.
And in as well as Jerusalem, they've been wilding in Jerusalem with riots and whatnot. So
not to mention that this time those rioters are shooting fucking AR-15s and actual bullets at their law enforcement. So this shit's about to get real ugly.
Like one of the head defense people for Israel, who's currently in office now, he like pulled a gun on a nigga like in public, all on camera and on a Philistine and so-called Philistine.
Elder Apostle Tahar said too in one of the last videos, he thinks that majority, if not all, of the so-called Palestinians could be Jake, man. They're probably in some Islam shit, bugged out. You know what I'm saying? But however, they really think he think in the spirit, you see what I'm saying, because of the type of persecution that they're getting.
Yep.
But so if there's elect amongst them, they'll be beamed up. But the rest 2/3, they're gonna be destroyed, because we know the land of Israel is gonna be fucking fire. It's gonna be on fire.
You got that 15, bro?
This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
See? So that's how really he's talking about the men too, because you just brought that out in Ezekiel, the flock of my pasture of men. So you men are going off. You men played the harlot, man. You was married to the Mossad. And you went, this is why our women, to make you feel like he felt, he made your wife be a harlot in the great city. You see? So when you like, why this woman acting like a fucking hoe? And this is how the Mossad looked at you Israelite men. You were nothing but hoes in the spirit, committing fornication, which is adultery.
Right.
All right?
Running off and serving other gods, doing whatever the woman want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all forms of adultery against the Lord. Not being, especially if this woman was leading you astray, not to mention, we're supposed to be chasing after wisdom. That's supposed to be in the scripture. That's right. Go ahead.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, so the Mossad is not going to see the scriptures say the vision, it shall speak at the end time, roughly paraphrasing, it shall tarry, but it shall not tarry. Wait for it. So he's not going to allow us to dwell in Egypt anymore. And this Egypt is not talking about the old Egypt, which is about to, say right now,
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm,
which is Yahweh Shah and the angels, man. He's sitting at the right hand. All right, he's the mighty hand. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And smite Egypt with plagues as before.
As before, man. You see? As before. All right? And you don't see really a lot of shit happening to Egypt on a biblical proportion level, as the mainstream media would like to say. You are seeing and hearing them trigger words, them key points on America, though, man.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
Right. See, and Egypt isn't going to be fully destroyed. All right. As far as the country is what we know, the ancient times Kemet. Mitzrayim, Matazarayim. You see what I'm saying? America is going to be fully destroyed, man. All right?
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague.
Right, exactly. The foundation. So you can look at that on many levels, man. The foundation of America on one level is the world reserve currency. The Most High shaking up that shit, right? White supremacy is another one. The Most High shaking up that shit with the critical race, shit.
You could equate that to James 5:1 or Sirach 10:8, which come out often. But yeah, the monetary systemic racism system that's been built in America is crumbling away. Because not to mention, Esau's in this, old Uncle E's in this mode of, what would you call it, almost like identity crisis, man. Because there's so much truth coming out about him that he wasn't the Germanic people, that he wasn't the Vikings, that he wasn't the Danes, or all these European countries that they so-called say they came from. They didn't belong in any of them places, and they weren't any of them people. So they're losing it a little bit. Go ahead, bro.
It shall be smitten with plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it.
Right. That's pretty much it on that. But yeah, the Most High is going to violate this place as before, and we seeing it, man. You know what I mean? There was another thing too. This was like last week though, but in Utah there was mad fucking locusts or some shit on the ground and shit eating up all the fucking crops. You know what I mean? You got like I said, the swarms of the insects out there in New York. You know what I mean?
Fires going on in Canada too.
Yeah, they got fires in Canada. Got a precept right out.
There's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 8 in the Old Testament. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation.
Right. So the Most High is saying, wait upon me. And part of that waiting is watching and praying. So if he says he's going to rise up for the prey, that is another term of when Yahushua comes back to destroy this place with the chariots and all of that. All right. As well as, because the spirit is going to be in these missiles as well. Right. But see, then he tells you a prophecy that is going to happen before he rises up to the prey, which is gathering the nations. So this is World War III. All these nations coming together in the valley of Yehoshaphat, the valley of decision, Jehoshaphat, the valley of judgment out there in the Levant region, the Persian Gulf, the Arabian desert area. Okay? And all these nations going to eventually, something is going to spill over, get to there, where they eventually going to kill each other and missiles to completely destroy fucking the state of Israel, all right, and fully bypass that bullshit ass Iron Dome that they got over there.
Back to it. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation.
Right, indignation is righteous anger. You see, so he wants a lot of you young, able-bodied, military-type men to come together and be all killed at one fucking time. You see what I'm saying? He desires that. That's his will, to gather you up together and fucking basically have a sacrifice with you, so that the beast, right? It goes in that, what is that, Ezekiel 38 or 39? Yeah, where it's going to be a feast unto the birds, man. You see what I'm saying? They're going to be eating on human fucking Ishmaelite, Edomite, Asherite, all these other nations, Ammonite, Moabite meat.
Hamites.
You see the Hamite meat all there in the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's frightening as hell. Even all my fierce anger for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. I'm going to go down to verse 13. Zephaniah 3 and verse 13. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies. Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid.
Right, so that shows you that those people that's there now is not the true people, because they lying down and people are making them afraid. Because it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have carnal defense systems as the Iron Dome to try to stop from the wild man Ishmael.
Yep.
You know, to fucking destroy them because of all of the evil shit that you have done. You know, and then when it said that they shall find no lie in thy mouth, that reminded me of when Yahweh Shai met Nathaniel in the Gospels, and before he even talked to him, he said, "Oh, Nathaniel," he said, "An Israelite indeed, you know, where in his mouth shall be found no guile." You see what I'm saying?
That's a beautiful chapter.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, and that show, I'm like, damn.
Man, I haven't read that. Wow.
See, and it shows you that the Most High knows who the Israelites are without even, you see what I'm saying? It wasn't, you know, of course he had a physical probably appearance of an Israelite, but it was the spirit that the Most High saw, like, yeah, this is an elect spirit. You know what I mean? He ain't going to have, and that's why I said there, you feel me, the Israelites eventually, you know, is going to show characteristics of not lying, of not doing this, not doing that, because it's pretty much showing that they're in the new covenant.
Yep.
Because you're not going to be saying know the Lord, know the Lord, know
Right.
the Lord. It shows you all know the Lord, and we're going to be lying safely, because when we come back down, the land is going to be built up by our slaves, and then we're going to be able to have multiple kids, and kids could run around, and you're not even going to think about where they at. They might come days later. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they could. Like, why they need to come home when the sun goes down? You feel me?
All these planets we're gonna inhabit, all these planets Esau, Edom keeps saying, that's for the elect.
Your son ride off on his line somewhere.
Come back later.
God.
Imagine he come back as a grown man, like, Dad, this is my new wife. It's like, oh, she's beautiful, son. You know, this is your grand. Oh shit.
You ain't have to worry about him all that time.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I mean? See, out here, this shit is so wicked. You worried about your fucking kids with your fucking baby moms or some shit, man.
Or them going
to school. About your kid, you got your family out in public, and you worried about them while they with you, even if you got protection.
Yeah, that's true. Hell yeah. Yeah. Damn, that's even
Exactly.
harder.
You got all kinds of goofy shit going on out here. And mad kids is getting snatched off the street and whatnot. That's happening a lot these days.
Shit, even in the car, man. You like, man, I hope I don't get in no fucking car crash with these kids in here, man. Because I'll be all right. But these, you know, they got small little bodies, man. You got something out?
I was just holding Joel chapter 3, but you kind of explained it all. But I could read it.
Yeah.
This is Joel chapter 3, starting at verse 1, and it reads, Salakia. Shrunk on me. Hold on 1 second. Go back to it. God, and it reads, just Joel 3 and 1, and it reads, For behold, in those days, in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all the nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right, so while the Most High is literally taking Jake out of this captive state, which is you being a dead body, goes back to the valley of the dry bones in Ezekiel 37. At the same time, he's gathering nations to be killed. So look, he's gathering heathen nations to be killed, at the same time gathering the elect spirits to be saved. You see them getting them prepared. So see, the Most High, there is no false balance. It's an abomination unto the Most High. You see what I'm saying? If he's preparing to save one, he's preparing to kill another. You know?
And will plead with them, therefore my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. If you in the know, you should know who they is at this point. The other nations and of course the main protagonist, old Uncle E.
Right, and that's why it doesn't make sense of how these people can't understand who even if you don't know who the true Israelites are, you got to know that these ain't the true Israelites. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Who else parted the land? Why did Yahweh Shah say that one stone shall not be toppled upon another until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled? It shall be Jerusalem shall be trodden down until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled, man. Come on, man. So that means Gentiles in the sense of other nations, because we know most of the time Gentiles is talking about Israelite foreigners. You see what I'm saying? But is trotting down Jerusalem. And that's in a spiritual state, right? Because what was you saying in the land, what's going on in the land right now? Somebody was saying that earlier.
They fighting against some Palestinians like crazy. They just bombed them like the other day.
Not only that, though, didn't they just have that big ass gay parade.
Yeah. That, I was gonna say that.
They had that, and then riots and whatnot broke out, and then they was bombing Palestine.
Yeah.
Gaza Strip.
Yeah, because Ishmael, he's a wild man, but he knows he's a son of Abraham. The sons of Abraham, but not the sons of Abraham that the covenant went to. So they're trying to keep what was passed down unto them as far as statutes and commandments that was kind of perverted by being a creation of the Catholic Church. Because if y'all don't know by now, Islam is nothing but a fucking creation of the Catholic Church to be a protagonist or an antagonist to Christianity, right? Because they knew they had to destroy Christianity to bring about the New World Order. So the best way to do it is to have these people who is somewhat the closest to the Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Have them keep certain things and that, you know what I mean? The no pork, the dressing like this, their women like this, and so on and so forth, so that they knowing that their nature, their true nature. Because remember, the devil knows the scriptures. Matthew 4. Can you get Matthew 4? You can hold it. We'll get into it because he still got more in Joel. I know you got something.
I got an article.
Okay, come on. Is it about this Israel?
Something going? Yeah, basically about how they're snatched away our rights as we speak while all this distraction shit is going on.
Oh, okay, right. Come on. Let him finish that first, and then we get into that.
I'll just read down to about 6 or so, maybe 7. So I can read. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. What do you have to do with me, O Tyre, and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? All right, basically the heathens. All right, and the Hamites. Will ye render me recompense? If ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their border. So we were sold unto Esau, man, and removed from our borders, man. All right, whether it was from the west coasts of Africa or the remaining Israelites and kingdom of northern kingdom brothers that remained in Europe at the time, man. All right, we were sold unto our enemies. Esau did these things, and that's starting to become, if not one of the most apparent things on planet Earth, and that whole whiteness thing is an absolute and utter, corrupt lie. They getting ready to commit all acts of violence out here, man. All right, which is going to bring the Most High back swifter, so to speak. Yeah, we can move on, bro.
I wanted them to bring that out.
This is Matthew 4 and 3.
Start at 4 and 1. Matter of fact, get the context.
This is Matthew 4 and 1. Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
This devil is the spiritual demon Satan. For those that need to know, it's not the physical counterpart. White, so-called white man Esau, Edom. Right?
And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward a hunger. And when the tempter? Okay. Yeah. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the son of Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh.
So Satan is basically tempting Yahushua to go against the Heavenly Father, right? I got more. There's more on that. I wanted to get a point. So he goes and quotes a scripture in the Old Testament. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? To show him, listen, because see, Yahushua knew, like in the book of Job. Remember, he studied the scriptures and he realized this is about me. I'm in the whole volume of the book. Yeah. The whole Old Testament, he was in the synagogues and studying to show thyself approved.
What do you think he was teaching? You know what I'm saying? When people constantly are like, oh, well, I don't deal with the Old Testament. Well, what do you think Yahushua was teaching? What do you think he taught the Israelites? What do you think John was going to the Galatians and the what do you think he was teaching? Yeah. He was teaching them the Old Testament, man.
That's right, man.
It's absolute nonsense.
If you can receive that.
Right.
So Yahushua had to have read had to have read the book of Job, which they say is probably one of the oldest manuscripts actually in the scriptures, right? But whenever it was written, remember in Job, Satan is nothing but a pawn of the Most High.
Right.
So this is why Yahushua said, listen, you a fucking pawn. That man you know the right. I mean, you know the scriptures. So don't try to sit here and try to tempt me when you know it's supposed to be like this and that. Go ahead, you can.
Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and setteth him on the pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, if thou be the Son of Yahweh, cast thyself down. For it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee.
See, look, so this is how the devil works. You quote a scripture to him, and he try to double back and quote a scripture back to you. You see what I'm saying? Like as if he knows some shit.
That's the like Esau giving you, well, John 3:16, brother.
Yeah, and that's how you know they the physical counterpart. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to deceive you as if Christianity is the correct way when y'all not even the real Christians because y'all not Israelites. If you want to use baby level terms, we're Christians on a baby level. But when we get to a higher level where we are not when used that Grecian type term, man. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Which really was used as the Romans was using that as a byword, man. Mm-hmm. It wasn't no romantic thing to be running around calling yourself a Christian. It was more or less like being called a nigga, man. Yeah. It wasn't no different.
It was like to them, you stupid. You over here devoting your whole life to something to them that seemed. But remember, 1 Corinthians 2 and 4, it says that for the spiritual things are seen foolish to the natural man, for spiritual things are spiritually discerned. Right. Roughly paraphrasing. So that they're all natural, carnal men, and they can't discern why you're doing what you're doing. So they mocking you for following a man that they like. He just a regular nigga. When we're like, nah, this is the Son of the Most High, and he's going to save us out of this position. And if we do what he does, you and anybody else is going to be under us. You know what I mean?
Trodden underfoot. I was going to say to you, how much more today? There's nothing new under the sun. They mock us today for doing exactly what you just said. Right. You know, they can't see it.
That's pretty much it on that, just to show that the devil didn't want to quote scripture back. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to remember which disciple it was specifically. But then one of them asked Yahushua more or less, why do you speak to us in parables? And he basically responded like, because I've told, not only is it just for you, I've told them spiritual things, and they can't understand worldly things. You know what I'm saying? So they may be mocking you, but these Edomites and these other heathens, they're truly the ones that are lost in the sauce, man. They have no understanding. Whereas, you know, if you're in this fold and you've been given this gift, you should have 360 degrees understanding, man. I mean, all the way around. You get the whole picture. They only can see, you know, what the Most High's allowing them to see. They got the veil on, which that's scriptural in and of itself. It's meant to be that way. You know, we meant to be mocked and tormented as the Most High was. Even some of us may have to give up the ghost the same way that Yahushua did, man. Just to get to the kingdom. It's part of the game. It's just blood in, blood out, man. It's what it really is at the end of the day.
If you know what the other was talking about that veil, back in 2020, the men of the Lord, the elders, were telling, you know, you Jakes, you 2/3, you women, don't get that jump shot. You know, and they couldn't see it, and they didn't listen. And I got something that just came out. It said this happened like maybe 3 days ago. It said 850 deaths in 2 weeks in Monterrey, Mexico. And you had a bunch of doctors who put their license on the line and came out and told you that it's myocarditis and it was due to the jump shot. So, you know,
that's horrible.
And that goes into never trust thine enemy.
Right. Yeah. And most likely it was all Issachar. You see what I'm saying? So this is judgment on you Issacharites. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all wanted to drink the cup of the wine of America's fornication. You see what I'm saying? You probably wasn't getting pushed crazy from the Mexican government like that. But America and y'all, you know, wanting to do this or wanting to do that, they was pushing that shit on you.
Yeah.
You see that? You said, fuck it. You know what I mean? Watching TV all day, and then, you know, them in Spanish telling you to take that jab, and y'all did. And then now,
Telemundo Network.
850 for 2 weeks. You gotta think about the bigger picture. Like, how many people outside of that little city, because this is just in a little ass city, 850 people. How many people are dying worldwide?
Well, look, it was in Monterrey, right? Monterrey, Mexico. What does Monterrey mean in Spanish? What is Monte and what is Rey? Rey,
Mountain of the Sun or something like that?
Rey means king. King Mountain. Monte, you know what I'm saying, is mountain. Rey. Like how you have Tacos del Rey.
Yeah.
That's king of tacos.
Yeah, sure. I know that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's juice right there.
All right, well, just to go into how they're stripping away you Babylonians' rights before your eyes as they're distracting you with all this shit. This is, I put in affirmative action on Google, and it says, most Americans approve of Supreme Court decision restricting use of race in college admissions. All right, slowly but surely, these motherfuckers are turning back into just those racist devils that they were in their pastime, and their true spirit is fucking coming out. These Edomites are ready for blood, and they want to slaughter you, Jakes. Pursuant to the book of Ezekiel, glittering sword.
They trying to protect you got basically you got them two sets of Edomites basically going at each other's throats, man. You got the ones that are trying to preserve their old way of life, so to speak, and then you got the quote-unquote woke, Edomites that want to include every alphabet club member in the world and have this one world love type of you got there gonna tear each other apart, man. And Jake, we ain't, that's prophecy, but they're gonna tear each other apart.
Well, that's why Yahweh Shah said, if kingdom be against kingdom, how shall it stand? You know what I'm saying? So the Most High put them to be the spirit of the wicked, right? Thinking that they see, and that's how you know wickedness can never be fully grounded. Because if y'all all are wicked and y'all all want to kill a certain type of people, eventually the wickedness in you, right, is going to have you want to drift off into other wicked ideologies. Because if you wicked, one could be like, oh, well, I love this tree. I want to marry the fucking tree. I mean, and then according to the other wicked person, you could be like, well, you can do what you want to do. I'm not really with that. I like this other wicked shit. You know what I mean? Right. And then, but over periods of time now you're gonna have different factions of wicked versus wicked, because one think that this is okay, the other one is like, y'all don't see the picture. Yeah, that y'all could do that, but we're fighting for our supremacy right here, man. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? While the other ones just want to bask in their wickedness and sexual perversion and things of that nature.
Because basically, Salaki, not to cut you off, it just makes me think of, that's almost exactly how the Western and Eastern Roman empires went down. You had one that wanted to be weird and progressive and take all the Babylonian, customs on, and then you had the other portion of it that was clinging to the Western way of life and their Roman gods and things, and then and making allegiance be strictly Roman. And we need to stop recruiting so many slaves. It's bugged out, man. It's almost exact parallels. Go ahead, bro.
All right. I got Ezekiel 6 and verse 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward the mountains of Israel, and prophesy against them. And say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh to the mountains and to the hills,
Forms of government. Go ahead, bro.
to the rivers and to the valleys.
Basically, so the Israelites that is in a high stature, you know what I'm saying, groups of them, that is high, and other ones that are low. So basically just to all Israelites, no matter who they are, what status they have, set your face against them. Yeah?
Behold, I, even I, will bring a sword upon you, and I will destroy your high places.
And that those high places were specifically the groves and the altars to the other gods that they had in ancient Israel. You see what I'm saying? They would go into a nice little hollow mountain, and they'll have wood carved up in some type of thing, some type of idol there. You know, all type of, whether it be images, pictures, you know, flowers and things of that. And that's what they would do, the same type of sacrifices that was supposed to be that was supposed to be done in the tabernacle of the congregation. But they'll be doing it to other gods in them other places. And really, and even if you thought that you was doing it to Yahweh, Yahweh said the sacrifice was only supposed to be done in one place anyway. You see what I'm saying? So you going off, you know, back then with that, thinking that you could just go anywhere and do certain sacrifices. Yeah.
Jumping down to verse 8. Yet will I leave a remnant that ye may have some that shall escape the sword.
Yeah, and see, Lord willing, we of that number. You know what I'm saying? So that's the gospel right there. You know, that is good news that even though all should die, he's still not going to kill all. He's going to save some from the sword, man. You know what I mean? And that's what we're looking for, Lord willing, Dad.
Yet will I leave a remnant that ye may have some that shall escape the sword among the nations, when ye shall be scattered through the countries. And they that escape of you shall remember me among the nations, whither they shall be carried captives, because I am broken with their whorish heart.
Right, so the Most High was really prophesying, you know, into the later on captivities. You see what I'm saying? But we can kind of use that for today. You see what I'm saying? And when people get carried to these concentration camps of these different nationalities of men in the UN. You see what I'm saying? Because the UN is using all types of people, and they purposely get people that really don't know English. You see what I'm saying? So that they can look at you as, oh, you're not one of us. You know, we work for the new government. You know what I mean? We don't care who you are, you know, and how you plead for us. If we got an order to take your ass to them fucking Walmarts and Home Depots and shit,
Game over. Game over.
Yeah.
Because
So you're not gonna be listening to none of them pleas either. Especially you gotta, you know, just we was talking about it on the way down here, but you know, Keisha in her mind said she out here looking for the hoochie daddies. They gonna find you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying that's the reality of that situation. You know, no matter how good you sucking dick from the back, that's not gonna save you.
Say that, Keisha been so
It's not gonna save you, man.
out of order. She gonna try to suck her way out of this tribulation.
She gonna
well,
try.
we seen that now when a woman got pulled over for like driving under the influence. I don't know if y'all brothers seen that on IG, and it was a white cop, and she was like, "Please listen, I can't. I'll suck your dick." You know, she was in cuffs and she was backing it up on him and all type of shit. And the cop is like, he's like, "Damn, Keisha ass is fat. I can't do it. I got the camera, you know, because the most I knew what he was doing when he made Keisha ass, nigga. You know, it might, yeah, that's
Up there, bro.
continuing on. Because I am broken with their whorish heart, which had departed from me, and with their eyes, which go a whoring after their idols. And they shall loathe themselves for the evils which they have committed and all their abominations. Jumping down to verse 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, smite with thine hand, and stamp with thy foot, and say, alas, for all the evil abominations of the house of Israel. For they shall fall by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence.
You see, and that's why we've been telling you, these troops is going to come with the modern day sword, these guns, these drones, whatever else fucking weapons that we never seen yet. The Most High is going to cause this fin. When this power grid hit, and see, people know, bro. People, talking of, some people earlier, these niggas know the grid about to collapse.
There's a lot of Edomites.
The shit circling, but then they still want to hold on to some type of optimism that the shit going to load back up. Yeah, if it load back up, that means that everything is going to be fully systemized for that MOTB. You see what I'm saying?
You're not gonna get your good old,
but they gonna take
America
it.
back.
That's why they hoping for, because they know they gonna fall to.
Right.
They want that.
Yeah, because who I was talking to took the jump shot. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you know about grid collapses and things of that nature, and how anarchy and lawlessness. I heard him. I'm like, oh, okay, you know a little something. But then in the back of my mind, what took the jump shot.
Straight up.
Yeah.
More than once, I think.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
you ain't gonna have no problem taking them.
you feel me?
MOTB.
So yeah, you might know a little this and that. But see, and this is why
Nigga, I ain't
it's not about
Yeah.
knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up.
Yeah.
It's about faith in Yahweh Shai. But yet, knowledge of the scriptures shall be the stability of wisdom, and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. You see what I'm saying? See, these niggas think this prophecy talking about some 10, 20 years, but then you think the power grid gonna collapse, and you think America gonna go for 20 years on?
Go back to the
Come on,
same
man.
old ways.
This
Use
shit is
cash.
And while we talk about this,
Once that cash is gone, boy, that's it.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be it's it. That's it.
what's that saying? They say cash is king.
Yeah. I mean, because you got
That's
to
what-
think, how many niggas is out here that, you know, they made,
Backdoor deals.
yeah, they working in so to speak, all cash fields. What happens when you take that away? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start trapping with Bitcoin.
Same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, these niggas don't know.
Drug dealers.
Y'all know exponents, right? And exponential or hyperbola.
You gonna
How
lose- you gonna lose
at
some.
first it starts
You know
off
Jake's
slow and
stupid, bro.
automatic. It goes straight up.
Seen that on,
Take-
You know, Jake be dropping out of high school, brother.
Yeah, with the
That
habits,
shit,
yeah.
man.
And matter of fact, I was gonna do a video I never got to. We can talk about that today. You feel me? But and that one was more like this though.
Yeah.
So the opposite one, I forgot if that's a sine wave and this was the cosine. But either way, it's taking me to some school shit. But like
I
going
said, you know,
like that
Jake
this
is done.
wave right here is how technological advances is. This is why they call it the fourth industrial revolution. This shit, the industrial, advances of this beast system is going to rapidly increase so fast. AI is going to hit niggas in their pockets, nigga.
Didn't Donald Trump have
AI is making. I'm talking to. You see what I'm saying? Some family
That
members.
shit
I'll
finna
leave it at
collapse, that
that.
shit.
And niggas is thinking, oh, this career, use this. I'm like, do you understand?
Get you rooted.
About 80% of people think is not going to have their jobs, bro, because of automated system,
Right.
robots,
Ain't
and
gonna
general artificial
Ain't
intelligence.
gonna be no niggas cooking no burgers.
Especially
McDonald's.
niggas in the cybersecurity field. That type of field in
Right.
general, they out of there.
They ain't gonna be.
They don't need it.
They ain't gonna be no more like gas clerks and gas attendants or people that work it. They ain't gonna be none of them.
You don't give a fuck. That's why I don't give a fuck. What you saying? Slocky.
I'm just saying.
I know. It was for
AI
both-
would have to be administrated anyway.
it was
Like,
for
Yeah.
both of us,
that's
man.
what you have to understand the whole system to understand that. But we're not even going to talk about that.
Right. All that shit is gonna fail anyway. But
That's
man,
shit.
you see
Shit
they
don't even
put
work.
a
I showed y'all in the text. Not
You
even
did,
real
you
AI.
did,
right.
yeah.
ChatGPT don't even
It's
fucking
biased.
work.
It's based
Yeah.
off.
Them niggas don't need AI to bring about this fucking beast system anyway.
yeah. They,
Like if you niggas that know that type of shit know, you don't need AI to fucking bring them on TV.
right.
That's not even gonna touch shit.
You see they
They gonna collapse. Russia gonna bring that shit, and we gonna be out here. Or will.
hey, keeping it gangster, bro. Straight to the point. He ain't pulling out a single punch. I like it. But nah, you know how we always talk about Metalhead, man. They put a damn flamethrower on that thing now, bro. I see it running around, just torching shit. I was like, oh man. Every day an updated Metalhead. Motherfucker was terrifying to begin with. That got automated weapons and flamethrowers, grenade launchers attached to it and shit. Come on, man. He's all about to let it rain on this bitch.
straight up.
You know, our only way out, like Ak was basically saying, is, they got so much shit they ready to unload on us. The only way out is if we have some type of, spiritual intervention, man. The most I got to get us out of here.
Which can only be discerned by spiritual men.
Right.
Only a spiritual man of the Lord is going to come to that type of conclusion, man. You see what I'm saying? Because that's foolish to think fucking UFOs is going to come pick you up
Right.
when nuclear missiles that can destroy tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people at once.
Right.
Like, are you serious? Nah. Listen, this is a more practical way. Let's move to some off-grid location
Right.
in
Be
Peru
carnal.
or in Ghana or in Colorado mountains somewhere, and let's do this and do that and get enough, like, you see what I'm saying? They leaning upon their own understanding, man, when the scriptures say not to. You feel me? And see, the Most High is searching for faith. You feel me? And it talks about that in Second Esdras. Where is it on? Where you know, faith
Faithless.
that was once, that has been basically like shut up, as now flourishing amongst the elect, you know, like, because is the Most High going to come back and really found faith upon the earth type of thing. I forgot where it was at. I can't find one, but that's kind of going on a tangent. You know what I mean? But this thing is really going to get to a point, like he said, you know, Esau going to try to hit you with them curveballs where you thinking that he need this and that when the system is already plugged and played, man. It's a plug and play system. This shit is not going to need no extra time. And they need this and they need that. They
don't have a whole bunch of tricks under their sleeve.
Uh-huh.
Esau's a fucking cap artist. It's the same nigga that told you Yahushua was a white dude named Jesus Christ, bro. And niggas think, oh, Esau got a secret weapon and this AI shit, bro. We know what's about to happen because we got it from the Most High. Right. Niggas need to start trusting what the Most High say in the scriptures. This nigga don't got no fucking ET mothership that's gonna get these fucking billionaires off this planet. Most High already told you where you're gonna meet them. In hell, where they try to dig and have the mountains cover them.
Right, because I mean, isn't it proven they can't go past
all this technology
built anyway?
The irony, all this technology they so-called have, and they're gonna go back to the most primitive thing you could do is what? Dig a hole in the fucking ground and hide. That's the most primitive shit you could fucking do.
I got a precept with that.
It really is. Yeah. It's like we're gonna dig in the ground.
It's fucking devil, bro. This shit is, bro.
Try to hide from the Lord. For all
this shit is a joke, bro.
Yeah.
It's a chess game, and we watching the pieces being moved.
It's the Lord. I got a real quick while he finds that one. I got 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 27. You got a precept, Elder?
No, I'm gonna get one, but go ahead. Okay. I haven't got to it yet.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Right. See, so the truth is being declared right now, man. It's been without fruit. There's been nobody to labor. You see, and this is why the Most High set up elders to plant seeds, and he watered it. And this truth now is what you see, and why is the greatest threat. You see what I'm saying? These Israelite men, all right, that is actually teaching the 100% truth, man. You see what I'm saying? This nigga is not afraid of, you know, guns and shit. That's his blessing. Or you got like Farrakhan. I got a 1 million man on to try to, you know, I could bring 1 million niggas to DC. Listen,
they got computer programs that literally fucking simulate whatever niggas could even bring in them. So that carnality, that's wrapped up in Esau's buddy. The Most High gave it to him. Exactly. That's like you being like, you know what, nigga? I'm gonna stop Kobe's his motherfucking cold ass motherfucking mid-range jump shot. You're not gonna do that, regardless of how you might be fucking a cold ass KG ass nigga, but Kobe's still Kobe, bro.
Exactly.
He's gonna have his gifts regardless.
Right.
Yep. I got a precept with the brother was saying.
You might can hold your toes against Tyson, my nigga, but Tyson is still Tyson.
Yeah. He's still
right. Yeah.
So like the brother was saying, man, you know, the Most High has already given us everything that this devil's gonna come with. You know, this is the scripture showing that anything that he's been given, he can't go past. Right? This is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So look, the number of his months are with thee. Job is talking to the Most High. So only the Most High really knows when this devil gonna go down. But see, we know that it's coming soon because of the prophecies that's coming. And we know that he has an end date, he has an expiration date. You see what I'm saying? Because as the scriptures say so. So there's only so much that he can do, man. You got to remember that because, you know, the days is going to be so evil, he has to shorten the days for the elect's sake, man.
That's a good point.
So it's not.
If you were able to do any more, it would be over.
Exactly.
So he got to cut it.
So to talk with that AI shit, you feel me? The way other people, it can't be on no Terminator. All of the fucking robots controlling the world, and we living underground, and we're trying to get out and face the AI robots and shit.
And Esau would still need some niggas to control that shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm using? Unless you batteries.
Yeah, come on, they ain't gonna trust that shit.
Yeah. It's not. It can't get to that point because the Most High will not allow to get to that point.
There'll be no flesh left to be
Exactly.
saved.
Like as the scripture said.
Think about AI take all the jobs, collapse the economy. Like that could possibly happen.
Yeah.
But it's more than likely, something to deal with Russia and China and that whole hoopla going on. You see?
And we know what happened in the Terminator, right? It went on to be the Matrix, where there was only like 99% of the human race was exterminated.
Yeah, it's like
and it was like 1% left.
Yeah.
So
Sarah Connor.
that bullshit.
Come with me.
Like she gonna birth from a side.
That shit frightened me.
That shit scared me too back then. Terminator had me shook low key.
When she's holding that
the Matrix though, what the Matrix was the sequel.
Yeah, Matrix.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
because the shorty, the black woman, she made it. She was like basically it was a sequel, and it's a play on Christianity with Sarah Connor being the Mother Mary, and what's the name? Neo supposed to be Yahweh Shai, Jesus, so-called Jesus, and he was born of her, and he was basically the one because of coming from her, like she was so special. She was special. That the what's the name came
back in
to
time
for her purposely to wake her up to what was going on and try to stop it. Blah 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 blah.
They still from the scriptures, basically.
Yeah.
Even
I mean, most entertainment draws some sort of parallel from the scripture. Otherwise, it wouldn't.
Well, we know because who owns the Hollywood?
Right.
Amalek.
Right.
Amalek studies the Torah, even though he doesn't apply it. He applies the Talmud.
Right.
But he knows the Torah.
If you go back to
and all the little young Amalekites, they do hella drugs and they be thinking of all this shit.
Yeah,
Straight up, they just on a level for real.
And if you go back to the like early Hollywood movies, most of the movies they made were religious, biblical based movies, like they Moses and they made the
like
Ten Commandments,
Ben-Hur type shit,
Ben-Hur type, all the Roman legionary type movies. That was Hollywood's most popular shit back then. So like I had one, we right up on the hour mark. If y'all brothers was good, I got one more though, just kind of because even though all this crazy shit is about to take place, there is hope, man. Especially for the elect men of Israel, But Salak, did you want to say something real quick?
Yeah, well, he brought up the mosquitoes, right?
Oh yeah.
And this is I speak as a man, but remember, Bill Gates had them created GMO fucking mosquitoes, and I don't think mosquitoes ever been so heavily. You feel me? I'm not from here.
I've been in some places where they go hard. But I feel you.
We not in no water.
Yeah, we not in no sea level type shit. Yeah.
He allowed, and even if it has rained a lot, that's true.
Mosquitoes.
But remember, they can manipulate the weather. This is the fucking devil.
All over. Just
they said this year alone, we've like broke every record for moisture in Colorado.
So I can take you to a field of track.
They said for 20 years there hasn't been any malaria here.
Right.
But as soon as he started genetically modifying mosquitoes,
they start with Florida and Texas. Oh, we're scared. WHO. Listen, the type of H5N1 malaria. I think monkeypox, all these type of shit is going to spread with sword, famine, and pestilence.
Yes.
Man. I'm telling you, the type of shit, like, y'all remember Resident Evil and niggas, like, nigga, we gonna see some, I'm telling you, bro, this shit gonna be scary, bro.
Well, just to land back,
just
to land back off that, brother.
Yeah, it's gonna be niggas like that, man, that don't have no covering as it is, that wind up coming down with that goofy shit. And I mean, look at the amount of homeless you got just wandering. They already fucking zombified. Like,
I speak as a man, but I mean, it said it's gonna be worse than any time than before, and I can't think of anything worse than fucking zombies around everywhere, bro.
Hey,
especially them I Am Legend zombies.
Straight up.
Well, just to land back off this, brother, we don't truthfully, like, we see what the Most High allows us to see, but we don't even see the shit the Most High done probably already brought us through.
Right.
But we know it's a fact we eating poison now, but we don't know. We might be eating rat poison, bro.
Listen,
we don't know what the fuck they be putting in our food. They know the type of food we all like, bro. Like, the Most High could be probably saving us from some shit on a daily basis,
when that shit came out, that you got 2 companies now and even more that has got approved by the bum ass FDA for lab-grown meat. But somebody posted some old shit.
Like 15 years ago, made a joke about that.
I talked about it in one of my videos like last week. It was an old fucking documentary, some shit, and they talking about having salmon in a big ass pool pool. They poop, eat, and all of the same shit.
Yeah.
And they spliced it to where it's all women, salmon, and used, and it looked like a fucking weird under the Marianas Trench catfishy type of look.
Yeah.
Cell and put it in them so that they could they don't grow bigger, but they grow faster because of more money to sell it. And you think you eating regular salmon, but it's a cell of abominable food, so the salmon is really abominable, man.
You know, it's abominable. The meat's actually fucking great. They dye that shit fucking pink for the stores. It's really is great. Because it's fucking some alien ass shit they be making.
You can get what? 5-pack of salmon from like Walmart for $5. You know what that is?
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That ain't.
And then I don't know. Was it? It might have been you. It might have been somebody else. I see.
I sent you a lot of shit.
Yeah, no, facts. But for the con. But have y'all brothers seen about with the fruits where it's coated in roach shit? Fucking when it says some wax, but a sack or lacus, or it's like a
lacquer.
It's something that is a term of Lucifer, like lucate or some shit.
Yeah.
So, but it's organic fruit, and this is not shit you get at Walmart. This is some whole this and that and whatever. Listen, so because I be trying to tell people, right? Let's say you even make your own shit. You got a couple people out there that's really in this off-rich, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. But if you're a prophet, you're not going to really do that type of time because you know you have a job to do. But if you're the friends of the prophets or something, and this is how you want to do and go off grid and still listen and try to, cool. But that you should know that that's not going to save you because the fucking rainwater is polluted. The fucking you have to drive into town to get your Home Depot shit and your Lowe's shit and this and that.
Right.
Come on, when this 15-minute city and the surveillance shit and you buying all this type of off-grid,
right?
Come on, man.
Homeland Security, like, okay, nigga, you buy 500 rounds,
Dabu 7,
500 pounds of rice.
Dabu 7
just got you, bro. You use your credit card, you goofy ass.
Yeah, stupid. Stupid nigga. Listen,
driving your electric, your hybrid truck, nigga. Using GPS, nigga.
Dabu 7 just posted on that agents of the government is going on the private property to surveil people that is on the flags. This was today, and it showed a tree, a circle with a thing that wraps around the tree with a small camera and looking to see what he's doing in his yard and shit like that. You be thinking that, I'm telling you, bro. These niggas, if Wi-Fi routers could be seen to scan you, what do you think a fucking big ass drone using Wi-Fi signals can do to niggas that's off grid? They can see that shit like it's broad daylight at nighttime. Like, oh, this nigga's right here at 33 by 15 latitude, north by northwest.
And if you ain't,
a real tree, he moving it like on some Fast and Furious new technology.
Yeah, that
you feel me? Like, I'm telling you, these niggas is on. You know what I mean?
Well, why is Jake celebrating? You wasn't even free, nigga. What are you talking about, B? Tight, man.
Jake
it's like the second too, bro. Come on, what's going on?
They'd much rather do that than come here to men of the Lord.
Yeah. You know, that's all in Proverbs 1.
That shit annoying.
They still considered a third, 3/5 of a man talking about happy 4th of July.
Yeah, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie. The Northern Kingdom out here, I don't know what's wrong with them, man. And it's not all of them. You know, there's some righteous. I ain't gonna take that away from everybody, but
fuck them.
Man, it's some real ignorant.
Imagine how
Northern Kingdom niggas out here, man.
When the Baki was talking over there, they was looking because you got that loud voice and shit. You feel me? But they was looking over here. You feel me? When the corruption shall be overthrown and that second Idris precept.
Right.
So they hearing this shit to a righteous person. That would be like, yeah, corruption is gonna be overthrown, or truth is gonna. I mean, what y'all brothers, you see what I'm saying? But nah, niggas want to drink Modelo's and pop fireworks and shit. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Worship Daddy E. That's how I piss off Jake. I say Esau's your daddy. Right. Straight up. That's their fucking daddy.
Man, that's who they. I ain't gonna lie. They got like a deep love for Esau. It's weird, man.
Yeah, I gotta pray real quick, right? I got Jeremiah 30 and verse 4. going into the times we're going into. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Right, you know why I said not of peace? Remember Isaiah says that there shall be no peace unto the wicked, saith the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you 2/3 of Israel, man, you acting just like Esau, like you was born wicked. When you're not, you see what I'm saying? But there's never going to be peace among you. You wondering why we can't have the peace in the hood, man? You got rappers. I seen Lil Durk and J. Cole, they in the mosque, sitting down with their shoes off, trying to do publicity stunts, like as if they having some type of spiritual level, on some type of level or something.
Corny as fuck.
Jake is so lame.
You know what's crazy?
Y'all have other races trying to show you how to be a fucking grown-ass man, bro. That's like the most hoish shit I ever heard of in my life, nigga. Y'all go on Instagram and watch niggas go into a fucking mosque. Oh, let me check out Islam, man. Y'all niggas is already beat, nigga.
I'm pretty sure J. Cole came across the camp.
That shit lame, bro. Like, every nigga trying to give niggas some sauce. Like, oh, do this, bro.
J. Cole made it before I went into the prison. How J. Cole had he had the Yours Truly, I think, when he had his first daughter and shit, and he was talking all that there's a God and all of this type of shit. And one of the documentaries, he was in North Carolina, and one of the old uncles had a Deuteronomy 28:64 shirt on with a nigga with chains.
It was mocking.
The old
nigga uncle was on game. He was on truth.
Yeah, but the videographer purposely put it in the documentary for million. I paused it and I was like, yo, this nigga, you don't think a nigga that learned that in 2017 is on to see J. Cole? Listen, yeah, bro, we the Israelites, bro.
That's right, brother.
All right.
Drive by Israelites, baby.
Yeah, with
the power fence that got zero power.
He said, we with you. The spirit.
Brother, man.
I got your back.
I'm gonna hold up the fist.
But over
the
harvest is plenteous.
Yeah, but the labor is a few.
Yeah.
Now, Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now and see whether a man does travail with child.
Which is a rhetorical question for you left-wing liberal motherfuckers, right? Because they see, that's how you know.
I mean,
I can have kids.
It's hard to not, like, bro,
Can a man
it's a
travail
journey in
with
this
child?
truth, like, really not going swinging on motherfuckers with crazy shit like that, bro.
I mean,
I got a precept to this too, man.
Well, Mac got one after.
No, you got one. Yeah, I just had one.
I know you seen that Dennis Rodman shit.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
That's right, man. You see what I'm saying? All hell is about to break loose, man. The shit will hit the fan. This ain't no regular shit. It's gonna be some horse shit, bullshit, monkey shit, ape shit. Right? You feel me? Hitting the fan. It's gonna be shit everywhere. You know, you'll be covered in shit.
And Merthin Meyer, man.
You see what
Don't
I'm
let us
saying?
do the overkill with Daniel 12:1.
Right, I know, right? So unprecedented times, man. Shit gonna get scary, man. Apparition. That's gonna be another level of scary.
Yes.
Right.
Are you you're gonna be thinking, is this a fucking hologram? Is this real what I'm seeing? You see, these niggas gonna the Most High is gonna unveil the spiritual world in certain places.
We gonna see who the scary ass niggas is, man.
Oh man,
Little scary facial.
All those,
especially Jake, bro. They can't even watch no scary
Demons,
movies, nigga.
them demons. Yeah, I can't watch those scary
hell
movies.
no.
Them demons that
That shit don't even fuck with me at all, bro. The real demons is the ones that you look at every day,
manifest
bro.
themselves.
Yeah.
No fucking
You
little
know what I mean?
monsters scare me, bro.
Terrifying,
That shit is weak, bro.
and you know, all that
Especially I know
Sasquatch
it's
shit,
not real.
Chewbacca shit
fuck,
in these
nigga?
cultures, that shit actually does exist. And the Lord Yahweh is trying to bring them out for a specific time.
Chupacabra,
Yes.
all that.
Y'all
type
niggas
of
gonna be
crazy
running from
shit.
Pennywise in the hood and shit, bro.
The
Fuck that,
leprechaun
bro.
in the hood.
Yes.
And shit.
Running from Leprechaun. They about to remake that shit too.
Imagine if a little nigga it could run as fast.
If any grown ass man run from a nigga that tall, bro,
what if he run?
You deserve to chip
What
and
if
let that
he had
nigga stab
fast
you,
as
nigga.
Usain Bolt, bro?
Yeah, that's terrible.
With a knife in his hand.
I just see
Sit down on that nigga, bro.
I just see the video the other day. I go lie, Jake. It was this midget talking. You know, this obviously the dude was a midget dwarf, whatever. You know, he was cursed. The little nigga was about yay high, and the dude was just flaming his ass like, "Nigga, your heart is the size of a chicken nugget," type shit. this shit had me dying, boy. I can't have that nigga kill you with your heart the size of a chicken nugget. He said, "Nigga, I'll flip your ass, nigga. Knock you the fuck out." What you talking about, bro? That shit had me dead, boy.
And we're laughing because scriptures say at death and famine, thou shalt laugh.
Yeah.
Roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah.
So we're laughing at you fucking Jake's downfall.
That's right.
I shall laugh at your calamity. Yep.
Con, also. Yep. Did you have that, brother?
Yeah, I was just going. The brother was talking about said something about a man. Can a man have a baby or something like that? That got me thinking.
Don't ask no
How
Democrat.
fucking wicked this place is. Yeah. So I'm gonna bring out this precept and I'm gonna read it in NLT. And then I'm gonna get some words on it. This is Revelation 17:5. And upon her head and upon her forehead was a name written: Mystery, Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. I have that in the NLT. This place is wicked, man.
And I got something to say too after you get done with that.
Beyond wicked, bro.
A mysterious name was written on her forehead: Babylon the Great, mother of all prostitutes and obscenities in the world. Right? And the reason
That's nice.
right, and the reason I brought that out because what do mothers do? They birth things, right? And this place has given birth to all type of wicked ideologies. You can do what you want here.
Yeah.
You can fuck what you want here. You can eat what you want here. You got niggas pretending to be dogs here, man.
Yes.
Cats pretending to be babies and having grown ass people
You
take
got-
care
you
of them.
got-
This place is wicked.
Yeah.
This place is fucking wicked. And they sit this whole mindset around the whole earth, man. The earth is corrupted because of this place. This place is fucking wicked and it's gonna burn.
That's right.
This is why you gotta, like the brother said, man. That's all that America really puts out is its perverse culture, man. And the other nations are tired of that shit, man. They don't want their women looking for the hoochie daddies on the weekend, man. So they raging against this place, man.
In middle schools, you actually have rights now to allow certain kids to come to school and be like, I'm a lion or I'm a zebra.
That's fucking.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta refer to them. You gotta refer to them as what they call themselves as. But what I was gonna bring out was in New York during
sit your ass down.
during the
Little lion. What the fuck?
the-
That better be only little Judites.
during Pride Month, right, in New York, you had them chanting, we are queer, we're coming for your children, roughly
We're
paraphrasing.
queer, we're here, and we're coming for your children.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Did Salakia,
Yep.
but on the other token of that, I seen it like maybe a couple weeks ago. I know you seen the article where some kids actually revolted against that left hand side shit. Even the kids, bro, they done, bro. The
Yeah.
kids fucking stormed out, tore down the little Pride Month decoration. I think I seen it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, the little kids was like, man, fuck this, nigga. I'm trying to just fucking go to school.
Well,
My nigga play kickball at
There was
recess.
also
nigga.
another one. See, there's so many
You know what I'm
stories about
saying?
this coming
Little
out.
kickball, that's it. That's
There
all they
was
want.
some kids where a teacher was, remember when you was glad that the teacher ain't gonna make you do work, you watching a movie in class
Yeah.
or some shit, and they made him watch a LGBT movie. And imagine if your father's an Israelite, or you with the youth, you like, yeah, I'm an Israelite.
Getting
You like,
raised up.
and you in the class watching, and then you watching niggas kissing each other. You probably want to fucking just bang it. You know what I'm saying? A nigga, that's the only time if my kid gets suspended from school. I feel like, yeah, nigga, we going to fucking, what you want, the new kicks, nigga? What's up, nigga? Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're not in no type of trouble.
Hey, for real, I mean, that's what's gonna make these Edomite men go man on fire, Denzel on these schools and all these places, man.
They
gonna
are
start
already.
shooting at
Yeah,
bitch
yeah.
up.
Egyptian,
They haven't-
Egyptian.
The Edomites, they talking at the job now. They talking about like, hey, bro, they doing too much with this PTA shit, this oh, they're telling my kid they got to do that. I hear that every week. It's somebody new, bro.
So
And it's these veteran Edomite gun toters, bro.
Yeah.
You can only hit a nigga in the face so many times before this nigga starts swinging back, bro.
Well, they definitely want E to snap and shoot some shit up because then they got an excuse to come for the guns.
Yeah.
Now we got to come get you.
And if they can, even better, they want it to be a dark face veteran.
Oh yeah.
Who's all in the game?
Ooh, yeah,
Who probably got a full beard.
Yeah.
You know, grew his hair
Some
out,
braids.
not ball headed, and
In shape, so they could be like, oh, he's an alpha predator or whatever. Super predator. Yeah, you know archetype.
I'm the archetype.
They looking for you to come in there. And
Anybody looking like one of these brothers on camera right here? That's what they want. Esau praying. He like, let one of these niggas let one of these niggas go crazy, Lord.
But see that the Most High said He's going to put a perverse spirit upon the nations and shit. See, we know what's coming, Akim. You know what I mean? And this shit about to get in the cold-hearted spirit of the, like you said, the devil about to show his horns, man.
Yeah, you need to
So,
turn.
and honestly, I think it's going to be this year. Lord willing, it's this year. You see what I'm saying? Because we all tired of this shit. But this summer is supposed to be crazy. They saying with the Russia, the shit you talking about, July 5th is supposed to be the false flag for the power plant out there in Ukraine and shit. You see what I'm saying? The Fed now it should be up and running right now. You see what I'm saying?
Let's go.
So
They said between the 4th and the 8th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could. I mean, Lord
Which is the
willing,
stepping stone.
That's like
we have that
like 2
system
more
shutdown
days.
coming in a couple days.
Yeah,
Lord willing.
yeah. You know, so this is going to be an eventful week. You see what I'm saying? Who knows what the Most High may do, but the prophets is gonna watch. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna be praying for the brotherhood and for themselves, you know, in their household, man.
Correct. I got a precept going into the days we're coming into with Esau Sisera and the internet
Hey, all my bills and that shit to shut down.
and shutting down the power grid. Okay. Yesterday there was a huge outrage on Twitter.com with fucking Elon Musk's Edomite ass censoring fucking tweets to a certain limit, and basically Americans were fucking bugging out. They're just gradually getting you ready for that MOTB. They're gonna take away your little things in life, like you can't drive your car on a public road. Be ready to not to go into these fucking grocery stores, okay? These schools, these businesses. Get ready for that.
And they just shut down a bunch of Walmarts all over the country.
Man, fuck all these businesses and anything else. We trying to get up out of this.
And when they bring out them CBDCs, you better not talk shit or they turning your shit off, man.
Correct. He's right.
And we gonna talk shit and get turned off. Right. Famine of the word.
Yep, here
fuck
it is.
This place,
That's
bro.
the spirit.
That's the spirit we need to be. Hey, fuck this. I don't care about no grocery store.
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I'm ready for this bird. I feel you, bro.
Cause hey, there's a possibility. Hey, we might gotta starve.
Right?
But I mean,
The minute the Lord gonna eat though.
Yeah, Lord willing.
My servant
shall eat.
My
Lord
servant
willing.
shall eat.
All right, Amos 8:11.
I'll provide, man.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north, even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh, and shall not find it.
Right. So all you Israelites that halfway in this truth, and you're taking these videos and you having the Bible app on your phone for granted and shit, when the Most High take it away from you and you do believe in this thing, you feel me? You're gonna go crazy, right, for not fully putting yourself out there and immersing yourself in this truth, baptizing yourself in the word, man. You see what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be really sitting here out here like, damn, I was getting, trying to remember. Yeah, should I do this?
yeah, huh?
Y'all, what is his name again? Yashai. Yahweh.
You playing around. Can you imagine that? Someone. Yep, peace. Can you imagine that? Somebody playing around with the name right now, and then in that day, Yahweh just literally stripping it from their mind, so they don't even know that's the whole half, the full name. That's some frightening ass shit.
Because the Lord's name is a strong tower.
Woo!
Because the righteous run into it in this season.
Yes. You know? Yeah.
In the kingdom,
got USA flags.
Going around Saturn ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to be a biker boy. I want to be chariot boys. Yeah, that's it.
Anybody else got anything though?
Right.
Anybody else got
I think Mac had one.
I had one.
Yeah, bring it. That'll be the last. Yeah, okay.
And then anyway, this is like I was saying, man, with all this death and destruction that's about to strike this place, you know, there is hope for the elect, man, for the men who really believe and lean on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in that day, because that's all that's going to get us out of here, like Akka said earlier. But this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and I'm going to start at 1. All right, and it reads, "Then shall the righteous man stand with great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation."
So all you brothers that scoffing and mocking us and afflicting us in the spirit, remember the scriptures say, "For it's a righteous thing unto the Most High to give tribulation unto them that trouble you."
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we're going to be standing here with boldness as we're preparing for the salvation of the Lord, waiting quietly as the scriptures say, guys.
So far beyond all that they had looked for.
Right. It's going to be so far beyond because they're not going to be able to comprehend what the salvation that we've been trying to tell you is going to happen for the elect.
Right.
You feel me? Y'all are really getting beamed up in the fucking UFOs and shit? Yes. That up.
Right. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of the spirit.
See, when that happens, that's when they're going to be like, "Lord, sorry. All right, forgive me for what I've done, Jesus," and all of this type of dumb shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's when they'll repent and groan and cry in the spirit, guys.
That's right. By then it'll be too late for your ass, man. Say within themselves, "This was he whom we had sometime in derision, Salakia, and proverb of reproach."
Right. Derision means ridicule.
Right.
So that's who we was being ridiculed by them. We was the joke, you know? Like you see on TikTok, they always joke about Israelites and this is you need to repent, brother. You know, the way you black man or God, you an Israelite. They be making little jokes and the people be laughing. Yo, that's how they are in the streets. Ha ha. They really like that. Ha ha.
In fact, that nigga, my bad. I was just gonna say, what's that nigga's name? Dede ass. What's his name?
Mike Evans. Oh, you talking about Mike Evans?
Yeah, when he did
that nigga got spooked like a little bitch.
Yeah. He was like, out of the book of Niggalation, chapter 4, verse 3, "Thou shalt not put chitlins in your." He was some dumb country, dumb shit.
You know the homie he was with died and then he repented after that shit.
After that, yeah.
Nigga, he did that shit with got iced and he repented, yeah.
I was gonna say too, it was this video one of the brothers did.
Oh, that actor, huh? That stupid actor.
Right. He was an IUIC member. He got shot.
Just recently.
Yeah, and some old man was like, "I bet he won't come out to that corner again." Just pretty much mocking the work that these men are doing, in a sense. So they don't take the work that we do here seriously.
Yeah, they got popped at.
What was that nigga doing to get shot?
Hey, you know, he was probably
yelling
at him, snapping.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they be playing with the game. And
niggas is
who knows what he was, you know,
playing,
that's judgment, man.
Yeah.
We done been out here.
That's what I'm saying.
Wasn't with him.
What that nigga do to get shot?
I wasn't with him. He
Right.
ain't even using the right name.
Right.
I don't even be around niggas enough to get popped at like that, I would assume, unless I'm at the grocery store or something.
Yeah, for real.
This
At
is down
work.
this is down to verse
One of my
4.
coworkers,
And it reads, "We fools counted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is amongst the saints?"
Yeah, because see, in this life, money brings you honor, and a lot of us, we don't have that. You see what I'm saying? Some brothers do or whatever, but the majority, you see what I'm saying? We struggling to make ends meet.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We like to, look good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Eat good and things of that nature. You know what I mean? But we're catching hell on whatever the lot was for ours. So they tried to, they counted our life without honor, man. You know what I mean? But salvation will come for the elect. You see what I'm saying? And the niggas is going to be tight that it wasn't them.
Right.
But they know that, shit, I wasn't going to get saved anyway because they like, man, I was a wicked nigga, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know when you do bad, but see, it takes for your back against to be a wall to be like, so when them missiles is coming at the same time when niggas is going up, and you seeing you like, fuck, you like, man, I'm about to die and I wasn't shit and I deserve this shit.
Right.
In their affliction, they shall seek me early. So once that missile goes off, they know playtime's over.
Right.
They're like,
Jesus!
Like you said,
it's not even worth it.
like you said, it does a lot of
But
times.
you can respect the one to take it like that than the one that's begging like a little bitch.
Right. Because you know how, I mean, there ain't nothing like when, you know, all the chips is down and you got nothing but your howl. I mean, I know that each brother here has been in a situation where that was the case. And to know that that was the case for you early is way better than to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at the 2/3, man. They doing what they supposed to do. Somebody got to be the 2/3, and better it's not any of the brothers here. You know what I mean? Better them than me, nigga. That's how I be feeling. I ain't gonna front.
It's like that song. I played in my head all the time. Right. It's a numbers game, bro.
Hey, bro. I mean, hey, a 2/3 nigga make the odds better for me. So,
like Mozzie said, it's a numbers game. You got to do the time, bro.
Right. Right. I know at the end of the day, I know y'all brothers know too, man. All we got is your house shine. That's the only way we get out of here is through the mediator back to the Father. Other than that, you know, that you gonna die. If you ain't got no faith, you gonna die. And you a 2/3 nigga, man. That's pretty much the game. We ready to get the hell out of here.
That's right.
You want to stay here, bust on fireworks, love on Daddy Esau? Hey, have at it, nigga. I'm done with this place. You want to go home?
That's right, bro. That's right.
Right.
It ain't nothing but niggas.
I'm saying, bro. We write it in the midst of the hood too.
I can't wait till Esau shooting in their window like that, bro. Shooting right in your fucking window like that, man.
I was surprised they would do that around here. You know how many niggas got choppers behind the door and shit, like loaded and ready to go. Go ahead, brother. Whenever you get your
Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Yeah, Khan. So yeah, you know, the devil knoweth you have a short time, man. The physical counterpart of the spiritual nature, Satan, Esau Edom, man. All right, so he's coming down right now, and the wrath is about to get great. All right, so you have to prepare yourself in the spirit, you know, for what's about to come, man. You got to be fully prepared, man. You know, the Most High did not give us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. Yes, sir. All right. So with that, man, Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. As we hear these highways and hedges, as we was commanded to do so, bidding as many into the marriage. All right. So that you can, you know, receive the rewards of the gospel through Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. We want to give double honors to the apostle of this great millstone who do well. Shalom to the elect. We're going to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory unto
Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Rakah Kadash.
With that, we're going to say Abba Ball.
Abba Ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.